everyone, Kat here, your favorite ginger bibliophile. I hope y'all all doing really well. This videos and lives are going to be a little bit off this month as we're still dealing with Jackie Boy and his issues, and the stress of that just makes me really sleepy. So I got nothing to do perky and do a video, and then I'm probably gonna sleep for 2 or 3 hours. I'm taking my cues from Lil Man. So he's not being cuddly because he's ready for his nappy naps. And oh, there we go. That was kind of weird, but it's all good because it's Halloween Eve, and I got the mug for it. Some nice sweet tea with a bone handle. So we will start off with the carryovers, which is this John Varley's Mammoth, and this is kind of it's told in two different perspectives. Like we've got the billionaire dude who is trying to have them clone a mammoth to be born inside of an elephant, and then the mammoth story, because we've got this like rich dude that found an intact mammoth, and he hired some people to get some DNA out of the mammoth junk, and there were two people frozen to said mammoth, one of which had a metallic briefcase and a watch. And the metallic briefcase is, of course, their time machine. So he's got some dudes trying to figure out how to recreate this time machine while we're also cloning this mammoth. And it's actually not as interesting as it sounds. Like it's not bad, but it's being kind of slow and technical. And I am 102 pages in, and we just finally got some really good stuff. Because the mammoth bit, like, it's adorable and it's cute, but it's also kind of annoying. Because it's like basically, we'll get like a chapter and then we'll get a 2-page segment. And there's always little highlighted of, oh, my readers probably don't know this term, so let me explain it to them. And you know which term he's about to explain to you? Because they put it in bold. Like, here's hybridization. Here's what gestation is. Like, this is not a children's book. We know some of these terms. And other ones are, I'm not sure you know them. So that's a little annoying. And I've been reading it for like 6 days now. And it's not bad or particularly difficult to follow, obviously. I am just struggling to focus. Like, I think I read almost 20 pages yesterday before I fell asleep again. So, maybe I'll get the head going and I can focus and finish some stuff. Hopefully, because, well, I've got a couple books going. I started reading this, well, it's glaring like crazy, but it's Kim Harrison is Demons of Good and Evil. It's the 17th book in her Hollow series. And I had Libby set up to where, like, all right, every 5 days I'll get a new book. Because I was first in line for a bunch of them. And that was going to work out perfect until I guess other people were like me, like, okay, yeah, I can't get to this right now. So I got skipped way ahead and had like 4 books come in on one day that shouldn't have come in for like 2 months. Like, yeah, I ain't got time for that one. But I'm reading that one. And then, well, I was until the one that I really wanted came in. Because I'm if it's gonna be a long series, like, okay, I need to read these back to back if I can, so I can keep it straight. Hollows I have been reading for decades because it was originally a 13-book series, and there was a prequel and a couple like just random series. But like, she's like, all right, I'm done with this. I might do a series out of the prequels. She wrote one. I actually liked it the second time around better, but it still was not my favorite. And then she went back to the Hollows, and now we have book 18 coming out next month. So it's very character driven. It's awesome, but it's very character driven. You can kind of read it as it goes. But I'm reading Ghost Smith, which it is awesome. It's by Nikki Pau Preto. It's the second book in a duology that is very dark, very family kind of freaking sucks. They're betraying us left, right, and center. And also, we're young and coming into our power, and this old generation that's pulling this crap is going, they gonna get it. So I'm freaking loving it. And it's perfect for Halloween season because we had Bonesmith and now Ghostsmith. So we got haunted woods, we got ghosts, we got all kinds of monstery magic powers going. It's a good freaking time. And then I haven't started it though. They're like, all right, take it or we're getting rid of it. And I'm like, I only got one book I can read. And they all came in. So I've also got Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco that I'm going to try to get to before that's due. And then who knows what. But those are my ebook reads on my phone. And then we've got all the other fun stuff. You come here, you done guarding, little man. Yes. Mwah. So we've also got, you might recognize some of these from, the book haul is Vampires Dead Ahead, part of the Night Tracker novel series, and No Werewolves Allowed, also by her in the Cheyenne McCrae. I'm not sure which book is which. Like, I think it's a 5-part series. Those were the ones that they had. Oh, you need to get tucked in. Oh, you poor baby. Are you on top of the blankies? There you go. Y'all can't tell, but I'm on a Harry Potter blankie because we always have to have blankets on the couch because otherwise, little man is being abused, and it makes him slightly softer. This thing is squishy, but it's not very soft. So, yep, are ones where if I hadn't read the first one, I definitely wouldn't buy these as cover buys because it's just hot headless chicks. I wouldn't mind having that stomach. It's not gonna happen. I like food, but yep, I like the series. That the attitude in the first one was just, I loved our main character. There's all kinds of sass, so it was a good time. So I picked these bad boys up. And then, of course, y'all know my favorite horror author, Dean Koontz. So this looks like one of the ones that I just bought, but it's not. It just has very similar cover. I have no idea what the heck this is about, because, yeah, there's the back. The flap is not giving me any information either, which is kind of like, you know, that's not really good marketing because I have no idea of finding out what this is about without going online and looking it up. But they're just lucky. I like Dean Koontz. So far, he has been trustworthy. So I have no idea. All I know is it's probably going to be dark and atmospheric and a bit of a mind trip. And if there's a doggy, it's still going to be alive at the end, unlike Stephen King, who cannot be trusted. I think he might have some issues. He says he loves his animals, and then he kills them in all his books, so. Sketch. This guy says he loves animals, and the doggy's always safe, so. We're gonna give this one a read. They're all falling over. Well, I'm going to try to read all of these, because, yeah, I've been slow. And y'all know I love some adventure, so I had to get one in. I've been enjoying Clive Cussler, and this is apparently a Dirk Pitt novel, Treasure of Con, which is kind of appropriate because y'all don't know about it since I haven't done a review or even a wrap up yet. And I probably will not get to recording that one for this coming up week. But I just read a really cool book by Chris Kuzneski that had ties to Marco Polo and, the Con family. So, that's kind of cool. I did just get some Clive Cussler novels. It wasn't one of these. This came off the original TBR shelf. Again, I don't really know exactly what this is about, but I read the first couple pages in the store and I liked it, and I've liked the last couple books of his. I initially read him, and the prologues are hard to get through. They're interesting, but they're so slow. No wonder I fell asleep when I first tried to read him when I was younger. But after the prologue, they tend to pick up, so I'm hoping this one will start off faster and I can tear through it. But I'm doubting it because, oh my goodness, it's 612 pages. But it's also a weird size. Like, the print is normal, but I mean, look how skinny it is. And then, look at this book. Which is the next one that I'm going to try to read. It's a young adult book. also by Carrie Maniscalco, and it's beautiful. It's not a fairy tale, which is kind of weird because it's me, and there's always a fairy tale retelling. And I probably got one on Kindle that I haven't read yet because I got rid of my Kindle Unlimited trial because I got Libby and like 900 something books. We're not going to go into that. Like, I might be good at keeping the TBR physically under control, kind of. I was doing good last year if I hadn't bought so many. I only had 63. I started this year out with 87. But compared to some others, I'm doing horribly. Compared to other ones, I'm doing good. I'm somewhere in the middle. But we ain't talking about how many unread ones are on here. But I didn't pay for these ones, so that's okay. I don't feel bad about that one. But it's a YA novel. It's dark and perfect for Halloween Eve. It's about revenge and the devil and takes place in hell, from what I can tell. So we got witches and devils and the demons and some. It's gonna be good. I don't know exactly, but it's gonna be good. If it's like the last one, I'm excited because YA is that's one of my jams. I will not admit to being an adult. If I don't get to go back to pyrotechnics for a living, there's no point being more than 3 years old. I don't need to be a legal adult. There's no fun to be had as an adult without, pretty fire. And then I'm gonna try to read another story out of this. I read 4 of them. There's 2 more to go. I'm hoping to finish this by the end of October. I got that much left. So we'll see how this goes because I've already got some books picked out for October. And I've got 2 picked out anyway. So those are the potential plans for this month. I don't know which ones I'm going to start on after I finally finish my Mammoth book. From, nice sci-fi monster. Should be kind of funny, hopefully. It's a little weird, so that's what I've got going on. I hope you've got some good reads. Have you read any of these? Because I had another one that I was going to put in here because I didn't get to it last month, and then Matthew did his review, and yeah, it doesn't sound like something that I really want to get into, especially not right now. It's spooky season, hence my blankie. So, yep, I will link him down below because y'all need to check out some of these really awesome booktubers. So, and what are y'all reading, or which one should I jump into? Y'all have any ideas? Drop a line, let me know, and me and Lil Man, we'll see you next time. Bye. Happy spooky reading.